yeah, it's probably not even 2 kilometres. And I'm even at the point now where it's like, do I phone home and just get someone to come and pick me up because I hurt that much? Can't see it though, can you? Maybe you can. You know, I hurt like hell this morning. My Achilles hurts, right Achilles. My left hamstring is hurting. My pelvis is killing me. My whole back. There's no other way to describe it. My whole back, between my shoulder blades, my neck, shoulders, elbows, hands. Horrendous headache. Right, it's 2 weeks ago since I did London Brighton. It's over 2 weeks now, and I haven't been back on the bike since. So that's the training plan for the for the coast to coast completely gone out the window. I was meant to come back, have a few days, and then go and have a go on some of the big hills around here to, you know, push myself, because I know there's some big hills coming. So the training plan went out the window, but unfortunately, well, no, fortunately, the self-care plan came in, and that's what I've been doing for 2 weeks. The last video I did, you know I wasn't good. I didn't look good. I didn't feel good. I felt awful. And I said on the last one, I hope the next time you see me, you're going to see me with a smile on my face. So now I've got a smile on my face. I'm about to get back on my bike with 2 days out, and this is my last ride before the ride. So, how far are we in? Can't quite see that. I think that's in about 17k. Big heron in the sky out there, I don't know if you can see him. But going really quite well actually. I'm quite pleased with myself. Bike running fantastic. I think the fact is, this little break, I've had this 2.5 weeks off. It wasn't planned. I never intended to come into the coast to coast having had a 2.5 week break. I wanted to build on the London Brighton and keep the fitness going. I think this was all about me coming out today and, you know, just showing myself that the body's still there, the body's still got it. I've done 3 tours this year, you know, I know it's there. I think this is more about the mind. But what's about to come around that corner is a 14% hill, and it's huge. I've never taken it on before, so I'm not going to be able to ride up to it one-handed. So let's see what it brings at the top. That, ladies and gentlemen, is something called Uber Stand. I'm really not quite sure what it is or what it's about. I think it has some sort of religious meaning. I'm not sure. But they'll look to it, it's about 14%. And you know what? I tore up it. I think that was the thing about coming out today. You know, I've probably said it about 5 times in this already. I've had 2.5 weeks off, and it's really been playing on my mind. You know, we're perfectionists. We like things to be right, and that's usually behind a lot of our pain and a lot of our suffering. And you know, my idea was to come back off to London Brighton after 3 or 4 days and then go after some of the big hills around here, because there are some big hills. I wanted to prove to myself that, you know, I'm going to get up these hills because that's going to stand me in good stead from coast to coast. But You know, I've had to drop the rope these past 2 weeks. It's been really tough. I've really struggled. Quite a setback, not being in a happy place at all. Been very grumpy, very miserable. I've been lashing out again. Not literally. The bike's been serviced and I put some new wraps on the bars. I've got them looking nice, and she is absolutely flying at the minute. So a big thanks to Rob, my mate, who sold me the bike, for servicing it for me. She's absolutely flying, feels fantastic, and that's going to make life easy. But I wanted to come out on it today to make sure the bike was alright, but I always wanted to come out as well to get my mind right. I know deep down, I've done the Peloton, I've done the Cyclone, I've done London Brighton. You know, I've done a lot of miles this year, and I'm physically probably the fittest I've been in 35 years, easily. I just think the mind had its doubts. 2.5 weeks off, it wasn't what we planned, it wasn't what we wanted. We didn't want it to work like this, we didn't want the approach like this. But you know, life gives us hills. And for the past 2 weeks I've been climbing the metaphorical ones. Today is the first day I felt like getting on my bike again in 2.5 weeks. And today I wanted to have a go at a proper hill, and the body's not let me down. The body's literally tore up a 14% hill, and I mean flew up it. I'm happy with that. Now the mind can start to come into line with the body. Game on. So another little pit stop, me just being mindful to look after myself on this one. I did start to make a dash for home because the clouds got a little bit grey, but now the clouds have turned blue again, and it's actually turning out quite nice. It looks like it'll be a nice evening. So I've come to a little reservoir. It's called Elsica Reservoir, and somewhere, not very good at doing this in reverse, somewhere over there somewhere, I think down there, you might see some ducks. That's where the kids come to feed the ducks. But yeah, taking a break. I think I'm stuck on about 25k now, which, you know, in terms of what I've done recently is a short distance, but I'm happy with that. I wanted it to be comfortable. Yeah, we did a couple of decent sized hills, but this was just about a bit of lubricant for the bike and a bit of lubricant for me, I think. Just gelling the mind and body back together again to show, you know, you got this, mate. You got it. You know, it's just been a couple of weeks off. You know, I understand at my such ripe young age, you know, we lose our fitness far quicker than we gain it. So, and I'm under no illusion that Friday, Saturday, Sunday are going to be tough. There's some big hills, I've seen them, and whether we walk them, whether we ride them, whether we sit and cry on them, you know, we'll do it together. All of us, and now there's 5. And this is about more than just the cycling. Much more than just the cycling, you know. This is just about our battles with our metaphorical hills, isn't it? And you know, I've had a rough 2 weeks, and I know the last video I did, I was really down, really down. But getting on this bike, I got a message from a friend the other day that said to me, Lee, your body loves being on a bike. And that was quite a nice little tonic, actually, because I thought, you know, yeah, it does. And yeah, I'm not fully there at the moment, but being on the bike's just so liberating, so great. And I don't know, just sort of sat here by a great big reservoir, and the sun's coming out, nice ride on the bike, and I feel really good again. And I think what is important to remember in those dark days, back in the last video, is that, you know, I don't know, I don't quite know how to say it, is that in that moment, it's not permanent. It's to realise that, you know, it's not permanent. It's not going to be that way forever. And we just need to lean into it, be nice, be kind to ourselves, let it pass. and we'll come through, and we'll get moments like this again, moments where we can come and enjoy what we do. And it's important now that, you know, I approach this week with caution, you know, and I grow into it, and I enjoy it, and I take it for what it is, which is actually a monumental undertaking, but it's a challenge. And what's life if we don't keep just pushing boundaries a little bit?